Hello and welcome to our latest edition of Tiger TV. I'm Zachary Johnson. We're going to leap right into things as we're in the midst of a long February. Our Target TV crew has been hard at work to make an amazing new show for you. So let's get right into it. Just a few weeks ago, the National Honor Society inducted over 80 students into its prestigious organization. Aiden Mendes was on the scene capturing the amazing and memorable night.
Once every year, a select number of students are invited to join the National Honor Society. This invitation is based on the students' merit and academic achievements. Tonight, a ceremony will be held in their honor to celebrate their invitations. The National Honor Society has a long history with Taunton High, but how exactly does a student involve themselves with the organization? Current club advisor Sarah Gibson shares more.
We have long candidacy process. So students, again, like I said, are pre-qualified with a 3.5 GPA and then have to show examples of leadership, examples of service, and good character. And all those are put in front of a faculty committee. The faculty committee then decides who is accepted to National Honor Society, and then those students get inducted at tonight's ceremony.
The National Honor Society is an organization filled with leaders, and a few of the club's most prevalent leaders share their thoughts on personal experiences.
Through National Honor Society, I feel like I got to connect with a lot more people that I normally wouldn't talk to during the school year, and I feel like I was able to connect more with the school.
Yeah, I completely agree with Drew. It was a lot about just putting yourself out there, becoming a more connected student, and like I was talking about in my speech, like pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone to unlock a new potential.
A great atmosphere to meet other people that are like-minded and strive for excellence. And we're also revisiting the tutoring program, so it's a great way to help others and give back to the school.
Yeah, like Sophia said, NHS is a great way to give back to your community. We provide a lot of volunteer opportunities, so it's a great way to get involved, be present, and do the great things that Taunton High can do.
It's a great experience for everybody. If you want to get involved, if you want to meet other kids, if you want to really know that you're valuable to your community and that you're helping your community, it's just a great experience.
With 87 new members joining the National Honor Society, one may wonder what their first impressions are for this momentous occasion.
My first impressions is such a sense of community. Everybody seems like the former members already inducted are all there cheering us on.
Seems like a good connection between everyone and like a good group of people that all want to work hard and succeed. So it's a good sense of networking as well, it seems so far.
In order to better understand how the National Honor Society can benefit students' careers, former NHS member and this year's guest speaker parts his wisdom.
Yeah, my name's Bob. I am a Taunton High School alumni, class of 2013. I was in the National Honor Society. I was a secretary, and I was the guest speaker for the induction ceremony tonight. I mentioned a lot of this in my speech, but the 4 values are things that you easily forget when you leave the room after you're inducted, but they are a whole slew of things to keep in mind when you're operating your life, and they are sort of a compass in the way that you can decide how to treat people and follow your ambitions and do what you want in your life. And I think that has always held true, and some things stuck from this ceremony when I went through it, I guess 12 years ago.
It's a prestigious organization that you should be honored to be a part of because, those students, like I said, are leaders in your school. They're showing examples of community service. They're the students of good character. So it's definitely an honor bestowed among some of the best students here at Taunton.
It would seem there are plenty of reasons one should consider involving themselves with the National Honor Society. For Tiger TV, I'm Aiden Mendes.
Thanks, Aiden. Once again, congratulations to all those inducted into the National Honor Society. Your hard work at Taunton High and around the Taunton community does not go unnoticed. As you may know, February is Black History Month, and Taunton High's very own African American Club has been busy preparing events and activities to celebrate. The club is organizing a blood drive in partnership with the Taunton Diversity Network. The blood drive takes place over February vacation at Taunton High School on the 23rd from 12 to 5 p.m. Come support a great cause. Attention seniors, scholarships are live and heavily featured on Naviance right now. Do not miss this opportunity and apply now. Every extra dollar counts towards college expenses. For more information, please visit Naviance or make an appointment with your guidance counselor. Now please silence all cell phones and direct your attention to the screen as Ava Alves is ready for her newest segment, Ava's Real Recommendations. As we move past Valentine's Day, I'm sure Ava has the right romantic comedy films for the upcoming break. Take it away, Ava.
Thanks, Zach. In today's edition, in honor of Valentine's Day, I will be recommending 2 classic romantic comedies I think would be perfect for the month of February. We're going to take a trip back to the 80s and 90s to talk about these 2 timeless movies. With the first film being released back in 1987, Dirty Dancing is still capturing hearts with its catchy soundtrack and memorable dance scenes. The movie takes place in the 1960s, following Frances Baby Houseman, played by Jennifer Grey, who vacations with her family to the Catskills Mountains. There, she meets the resort's dance instructor, Johnny Castle, played by the late Patrick Swayze, who ends up needing a new partner for an upcoming dance show. Baby decides to help him so he doesn't get fired. Despite her father forbidding her from seeing him, they end up falling in love, making them even more determined to perform the final dance together. Every part of this movie is truly a classic, making every scene iconic, especially the final lift scene. Now, why would you want to see these actors dance the entire film? Well, the dance choreographer is Kenny Ortega. Sound familiar? Well, he's the same guy who choreographed the High School Musical franchise. I highly recommend this movie to anyone. It will make you feel like you had the time of your life watching it. As we move into the 1990s, the 1993 film Sleepless in Seattle is a delightful romance that captivated audiences from all over the world. Directed by the iconic writer Nora Ephron, this film follows the story of Sam Baldwin, a widowed father, played by Tom Hanks, who moves to Seattle with his son, Jonah. Jonah is desperate for a new mother, so he calls in on a radio show. Annie Reed, who is a journalist in Baltimore, played by Meg Ryan, hears Sam on the air and falls in love with him just by hearing his voice. Annie, who is engaged, wants to meet Sam. She writes a letter asking him to meet her on Valentine's Day at the top of the Empire State Building. Hanks and Ryan's on-screen chemistry is nothing short of magical, adding an extra layer of charm to the movie. They have shown this time and time again, including 10 years later when they starred in another classic film, You've Got Mail. Sleepless in Seattle is truly a beloved classic that is sure to leave you smiling. So whether you're a hopeless romantic or simply seeking a dose of nostalgia, grab some popcorn, dim the lights, and prepare to be swept away by the magic of these cinematic gems. Tune in for more suggestions in future Tiger TV episodes. I'm Ava Alves. See you next time. Back to you, Zach.
Thanks, Ava. 2 great films right there. I am a huge Tom Hanks fan. I'm going to have to check out Sleepless in Seattle. As the winter sports season winds down, our rundown crew of Tyler Lacerda, David Gildred, and Matthew Clayman dive into the latest news and happenings in Taunton High athletics. Several teams and players have qualified for the postseason, and one program continues to impress. Take it away, guys.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Tiger TV's The Rundown, where we always end up in the end zone. Alongside Matt Clayman, I'm Tyler Lacerda. Winter sports are on fire this season, as hockey, along with girls and boys basketball, have all locked in playoff spots in the MIAA state tournament.
That's right, Tyler. The hockey team, led by senior Connor Goranson, has had a fantastic season. They have already clinched an MIAA state tournament berth. In addition to Goranson, Owen Hathaway and Scott Hager will wrap up their high school regular season careers on February 19th. We wish them the best of luck as they hope to make a deep playoff run.
The boys basketball team, who are led by senior captain Troy Santos, have also been outstanding this season. The team has eclipsed the 10-win mark yet again, and they were able to lock in a playoff spot in this year's MIAA state tournament. On February 8th, the Tigers hosted Attleboro and honored their seniors. Santos, Tyson Carter, Kenny Jean Michael, Cyrus Morissette, and George Dorsario all had their final regular season home game here at Taunton High School. Congratulations and best of luck to them in the MIAA state tournament.
The girls basketball team, led by senior captain Callie Mello, has been a pleasant surprise this season. The team has picked up many quality wins and has also secured their spot in the state tournament. February 16th marks the final regular season home game for the Tigers, and it is also senior night. Mello, Lexi Haywood, Maddie Oliveira, and Aaliyah Yera are all playing in their final regular season home games in their Bowen Fieldhouse. Congratulations to the girls, and best of luck to them in the MIAA state tournament.
It's great to see several teams advancing to postseason play. I'm looking forward to catching a few of the tournament games myself. In addition to hockey and basketball, track and swimming are also wrapping up their respective seasons. Recently, several track athletes qualified for the Division I championships held at the Reggie Lewis Center in Boston. On the girls' track team, we have Grace Inacio, Renee Leon, Emerson DuPont, Bella Coughlin, and Sophia Olanian, who have qualified. On the boys' team, Demetrius Sherian, Caden Jordan, Usman Yusuf, Ansel Alexander, Corbin Mello, Braden Salvo, and Anthony Pettijohn have all also qualified. Best of luck to all of those competing in their respective tournaments.
Diving into the pool, the THS swim team competed in the Hockomock Championship last week. The girls team finished 6th at the event and were led by senior captains Emma Brady and Mila DeFave. Freshman Eliana Gay and junior captain Abigail Fernandez also had major contributions to the team's success this season. Over on the boys' side, sophomore Maddox Schaubs, along with juniors Eduardo Freitas Gardner, Blake Kudo, and Harrison Layden, led the Tigers this season. That same foursome finished 9th in the 200 freestyle relay at the Hockomock Championship. Congratulations to the swim team on a great season. Over the past few years, the wrestling team has grown to be a powerhouse in the state. I was able to get an inside look at what has led to the team's continued success. The THS wrestling team has been improving each year due in part to the hard work and dedication the group has shown.
I wrestled for 4 years in high school, and then once I graduated high school, I've been coaching since. So I've been coaching since 2009, and I've been wrestling since 2004.
I wrestled in my junior year of high school, 2008, 2009, and then 2009, 2010. And then I came back to coach in 2011.
I've been wrestling since middle school. My dad always did it, so I've always been interested in the sport. And in middle school, I joined a club team in North Attleboro, and just loved the sport ever since.
My coaches, I play football, so throughout that journey, I've been told to do wrestling. It was just them overall, and I enjoy it over time. At first, I didn't like it. It was hard. With time, we get to love it, though.
Most non-sports fans might not know what the typical duties of a wrestling coach consist of. The coaches gave us some insight on what responsibilities they have.
We create the schedule for our team. We set up lineups. We make sure all the kids have their equipment, and then we schedule practice and run practices.
Basically, teaching technique, structuring practices, workouts, keeping things in order with the kids. Basic stuff you'll find in any sport.
Every player has their own individual techniques to gain the upper hand against their opponent.
We always start in neutral. For me, my takedown to get my opponent down is an outside. I like to set it up with just pummeling them in the face a little bit, and then I grab their hands and I try to create an angle to take a shot on their leg. I get in, either I'll bring their leg up and try and pick them up, or I'll try and trip them, grab them low by both ankles, and usually gets the job done. Then from top to bottom, I like to use my arm bars to pin them. And if I ever am on bottom, I like to get a Granby, or I sit out to a Granby.
Work the head, stay low. My main move is a lat drop, my bread and butter. You get an overhook on them, step into them, and then just throw them over your shoulder.
Over the course of the last few years, the wrestling team has shown tremendous improvement. Some of the athletes have been around here for a long time.
One is just the dedication to the wrestlers that we have now. In the past, most of my wrestlers probably only wrestled during the season, so that's 3 months in the winter. Now most of my kids wrestle about 9 months a year, and just slowly get better and better and better compared to other schools.
Probably the hard work of the kids the most. They come back year in, year out, and they put the work in on the mat, and that makes the biggest difference.
One big motivator for the team to strive for greatness in wrestling stems from the work they do in the classroom.
It takes lots of discipline, and that translates to both on the mat and off. So in the classroom, I'm getting my stuff done. I know I get it in on time, and I'm always ahead. I keep wrestling in mind too. I got a time management and discipline. It just really, you need that for wrestling, and it just really helps with the classroom.
I would say mentally it kept me disciplined. In order to play sports, you have to have good grades, so it kept me strong in that aspect. Pretty much it.
Both Coach Galveo and Coach Choate value the relationships they build with the students and watching them develop on the mat.
Just meeting all the different kids that show up every single year, just seeing how all the kids mesh together, because every kid's different. Every kid has their own personality, but they kind of all turn into a family when they're on the mat.
Just the relationship with the kids. Sometimes I feel like, we make kids' lives better for the long run. We teach them how to be successful in life, and that's why we come out.
As you can see, the Taunton High wrestling team has had tremendous success over these past few years. Both players and coaches have shown hard work and dedication to make the program what it is today. They truly are one of the best wrestling programs in Massachusetts. Congratulations on their achievements, and we look forward to watching their continued success. Just an unbelievable program, Tyler. They work hard every day, and all of the players and coaches are fully committed. Recently, they won their 3rd straight Division I South title. That is an incredible accomplishment that has never happened before here at THS.
It sure is, Matt. We wish the best of luck to the wrestling team the rest of the season. Well, that's going to wrap things up for this edition of The Rundown. For Tiger TV, he's Matt Clayman, and I'm Tyler Lacerda. Back to you, Zach.
Now we will sprint right into the hallways of THS for our most interactive segment, Tiger Talk, where Anelia Ladino and Maya Carvalho are roaming the halls, asking some Valentine-themed questions. Take it away, ladies.
Thanks, Zach. In this episode's edition of Tiger Talk, we'll be roaming the halls to get into the Valentine's Day spirit, asking, who is your celebrity crush?
Let's see what some students and staff have to say.
Who's your celebrity crush and why?
My celebrity crush is Rutger McGorty because he plays hockey for U-Michigan.
I would probably have to say I'm stuck between a 90s Pam Anderson or like a 90s, 2000s Gwen Stefani.
Tom Holland.
I'd say my girlfriend, but she would definitely say Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
My celebrity crush is Tate McRae.
My celebrity crush is Spencer Jennings.
My celebrity crush is my wife.
Tanner Buchanan, because he's really good in Cobra Kai.
I'd probably go with Madeline Klein.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Probably Ruby Rose or BK Darula.
Probably Emma Watson.
Probably from back in the day, I'd have to say Cindy Crawford or maybe Christy Brinkley.
Definitely Kendall Jenner.
Those are some great answers. Rutger McGorty was definitely my favorite. Who's your celebrity crush, Maya?
That's a tough one. I think I'd have to say young Ralph Macchio. What about you?
Definitely Drew Starkey.
That concludes today's episode of Tiger Talk. I'm Maya Carvalho.
And I'm Neela Ladino. Back to you in the studio, Zach.
That was definitely one of our more romantic segments that I've seen. Thank you, guys. And now we'll wrap it up here on this episode of Tiger TV. We want to thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow our YouTube channel and our social media pages to stay updated on the latest news. Keep an eye out for our Mr. THS special. It is less than 3 weeks away. For our entire TV crew, I'm Zachary Johnson. We hope you have a great February break, and we will see you next time right here on Tiger TV.